Without further ado, Ellie Margaret Maram will read out or highlight today's program schedule.
Thank you, my co-compare. We extend a heartfelt welcome to all our distinguished guests, leaders, and friends. Allow me to introduce the order of the program. In the first place, invocation from Reverend Father Aloysius Siva.
Then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. The word of the Lord. Let us pray, calling on the name of our Trinitarian God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God, our Heavenly Father, we bring before you our Naga people as we gather here.
President Naga Students Union Chandel, on behalf of the constant needs of NSC and local organizing committee, welcome you all on this historic event, the second Naga Morung, organized by Naga Students Federation, hosted by Naga Students Union Chandel, at Liwa Sarei Village on 28 March 2025. Let's all praise and thank God for bringing us and allowing us to make a history day here in Chandel. I give my respect to Makury, President NSF and his teams for giving us this privilege to host the second Naga Morung. I give my respect to our today's resource person, Dr. Ng Lorho, General Secretary, MP MHR, Professor Rosemary Yu, Senior Social Activist. I give my utmost respect and honor to our MEM, SS Olis Lamkang.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson, our compeers. Speakers of today's Vikheho Swu, former President Naga Students Federation, ex-Minister Government of Nagaland, Dr. Ng Lorho, Secretary General, MPMHR, Professor Rosemary. We are also privileged to have our Ma'am Angela, President NMA, Naga Morung Association. I'm also privileged to have our brother, our friends, Chingmak Chang, President of Naga Students Federation, our reverend leaders across Naga homeland, our program participants. In order to save the time, I'll not able to address each and every one of you, but you have my highest respect. Today, I want to remind our gathering here, our history is not just a series of events. It is a saga of resilience, courage, and the unyielding pursuit of sovereignty. Today mark more than 96 years of our express to remain free from all forces that was miserably failing in trying to subjugate us as the Naga people. 10 January 1929, the Naga Club, on behalf of the Naga people, wrote to the Simon Commission stating, if the British government to leave India, then leave the Naga people free. On 14 August 1947, the Naga people, under the able leadership of Naga National Council, declared their independence from all imperialistic force. The Naga nation became independent one day ahead of even the mighty Indian. Befittingly, the then leader of the Naga national movement resisted the force of trying to integrate the Naga homeland within the Indian Union. The vicious attempt to dampen our collective spirit by arbitrarily bifurcating the Naga homeland into India and Burma is what we inherit today. The Naga people, we never consented to the signing the instrument of accessions, which it has happened. The Naga people become a part of the Indian Union or Burma, neither by conquest nor by consent. This is the unique history of the Naga people. And the presence of the Naga people gathered today, this morning, show the symbolic strength, our convictions, as well as our aspirations, even concerned about the presence and what may lie ahead for our people. This gathering itself is a symbolic expression. It is a call to action, a reminder to honor our past, cherish the present, and build a brighter future. The Naga Morung, historically a cornerstone for Naga society, a vital institution where our young boys and girls learn the costume, traditions, and history of our people. However, with modern time, we have declined in the tradition, resulting in generational gap in understanding among the younger generations about our historical and political heritage. It is for these very reasons the Naga Morung with the concept, with the theme Kuknalim, which means victory to our people is being corrupted and organized by the Naga Student Federation to instill dignity in our young Nagas by educating about our history, our identity, and our culture. Today, I want to take us a moment to reflect on the priceless heritage handed down to us by our forefathers. Our Naga people integrity and mutual respect. However, as we reflect today, we must ask ourselves, how far are we living up to the expectations? Are we truly upholding the principles that define us? This is a moment for self-evolutions, a time to realign ourselves with the value of our forefathers, which have cherished. As we navigate this modern world, it is essential to distinguish between our faith, our religion, and our custom. Our religion connects us to a higher power. Faith sustains us in hope and belief, and custom bind us to our rich cultural heritage. Each has its significance and should be upheld without conflicts or compromise. While religions and faith are personal, custom unite us. It preserves our identity and our culture. Instead, let us commit to representing both, ensuring that neither overshadow the other. In pursuit of modernity, the stability we see, we find ourselves increasingly influenced by the foreign culture. While change is inevitable, it must not come at the cost of our identity, our rich tradition. Language and heritage define who we are as a people.
This is Chingmak Chang, the President of Eastern Naga Students Federation. And this is Atimiu Makury, President, Eastern Naga Students Association. Thank you. We also invite
Naga Students Union Chandel and the village of Liwa Sarei for wholeheartedly hosting this program. I'm truly delighted to be here. In fact, I owe an apology to the Liwa Sarei village in particular, the Mongsang Students Union Chandel, and the Mongsang tribe in general, in my ability to be with you when I was invited to be the chief guest on the occasion of your 55th session of the Mongsang Students Union in Chandel here. I want to thank the Naga Students Union Chandel and the NSF. It is through them today I'm here in your midst. I'm also truly delighted to be sharing this platform after a long gap with my longtime friends and associates, Mr. Somipam Longlen, Dr. Ng Lorho, General Secretary General NPMHR, Professor Rosemary Zavichu, who was also my lecturer in Koima College, to all the former NSF leaders, all the constituent units of the NSF, and some UNC, ADC members, church leaders, NMA, Naga Women's Union Manipur, Naga Women's Union Chandels present here. I extend my deepest respect to Chingmak Chang, President, Eastern Naga Students Federation, Atimiu Makury, President, Eastern Naga Students Association, Saksam, General Secretary, UNC, and all other programs officials whom I am unable to mention by name. Naga leaders and student leaders, young and old, now Myanmar. Aside from the state of Nagaland, which is wholly inhabited by the Naga people, a significant Naga population resides in Manipur, Arunachal, and Assam in India. Nagas have resisted alien rule. This is recounted as early as 1832, when the first Anglo-Konoma Angami Naga battle was fought. It took the British as many as 11 expeditions, losing a lot of lives, to subjugate 2 Angami villages. The British described the expedition as extraordinary stubbornness on the part of the Konoma Angami Naga. Prior to the battle and encounter with British, our forefathers have actively resisted any form of intrusion to our land by the Ahoms, by the Dimasas, the Kacharis, the Manipuris, and the Burmese. In 1929, Naga people submitted a memorandum to the British Simon Commission, which was a statutory commission to report to the working of the Indian Constitution established by the Government of India Act 1919. The outcome of the Simon Commission was the Government of India Act 1935. As per the demand of the Naga Memorandum to the Simon Commission, the Government of India Act 1935 left the Nagas outside the reform scheme of India and placed the Naga people under the excluded area category. This was later unilaterally abrogated by Government of India. Sensing the British Parliament preparedness to grant independence to India, Naga people went to Delhi to meet Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the Indian nation, to ascertain the Naga people's position from him on July 19, 1947, wherein Mahatma Gandhi told the Naga delegation that Nagas have every right to be independent. Following this assurance, Naga people declared our independence on 14 August 1947, one day before India declared her independence. The message of the Declaration of Independence was sent to the government of India, to the King of England, to the Secretary General of the United Nations Organization, and the officers of all the embassies in New Delhi. To further authenticate, legitimize, and endorse the declaration of the Naga independence, the Nagas under the aegis of Naga National Council, NNC, Naga plebiscite was conducted on 16th May 1951, wherein 99.9% voted in favor of independent Naga homeland. The visit of the Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and the British Premier U Nu to Kohima and Khamti in 1953 was a harbinger of gruesome history in Indo-Naga relations, as an indiscriminate demarcation of boundary was curved.
The founding of Naga Club in Kohima on January 7, 1918 by a group of salaried individuals from the Deputy Commissioner's office in Kohima with the aim of uniting the Naga people and addressing the socio-political issues had paved way to instill the spirit of nationalism and resonates deeply with the shared values of unity, resilience, and collective progress thus far. If we go back to history, it was in 1929 that the political journey was officially articulated, and accordingly a memorandum was submitted to the Simon Commission to let the Nagas free wherever we are situated, freely decide our political future unhindered by any external forces. Keeping in view with this political commitment, we declared independence on the 14th August 1947 and a plebiscite conducted on the 16th of May 1951 in which 99.9% of the Nagas voted in favor of Naga independence. We have always risen above obstruction and challenges which confronted our people with the help of God and successfully negotiated our way through seemingly insurmountable mirages like the 9-point agreement of 1947, 16-point of 1960, and the Shillong Accord of 1975, etc. But we still have the same blood flowing through our veins, which equips us with the requisite ingenuity and courage to conquer and overcome obstacles, whether manufactured from within or without. And with God by our side, no one can stop us. As we gathered here in the sacred Naga Morung, let us acknowledge our rich cultural heritage and traditions that have been passed down through generations of the Naga people. Our language, history, customs, and practices are a testament to our unique identity and history. This historic occasion at a geostrategic location at Liwa Sarei Village Ground, Chandel, is an opportune moment to unite, support one another, and work collaboratively to address our shared challenges. Let us work together to build stronger, more vibrant Naga communities that are grounded in shared value and traditions. The United Naga Council, on behalf of the Southern Nagas, brings you greetings and unconditional support. May the commitment of the NSF to pursue the Naga political vision remain unconquerable, undefeated, and untaunted now and forever. Kuknalim.
A year ago, where I had the privilege to listen to so many speakers, to so many elders, the Naga elders, to so many intellectuals. And today, I was just, yesterday while coming, I was just driving and I was thinking about what to speak today. And I'm sure this is not the first session, this is not the only session, but we have 2 more sessions again. Our leaders, our resource person there, our intellectuals, they will speak a lot about Naga unity. They will speak a lot about the history, the pain, the struggles that we have gone through in the past. But today, I will present to you a very small story from my area. And I feel because in my region as well. Because those days, for people like us, for Eastern Nagas, we got introduced to education after more than 50 to 70 years. We got exposed to Christianity after 50 to 70 years. So therefore, there is no any written record. However, the history narrated by our forefathers, the history that is passed down to us, and I think it is worth mentioning also. In so many occasions, I've shared so many incidents that took place in our area. But today, I want to share a small incident again. It was around 1951 and 1952 when Vikheho Swu came to our place. I come from Chingmak village. That incident took place in Chingmak. There was this guy, illiterate, uneducated, who has never seen a classroom, who has never seen a desk. He was with Vikheho Swu. So when the Indian army, they came and ransacked the entire villages, he was the guy, the man called Hongin. He was responsible to take care of the documents, a small drum where it contained so many important documents. He was responsible for that. He had no idea of what was written because he is illiterate. He cannot read nor write. However, he was trying his best not to give away the important documents to the Indian army, where he was stabbed, where his body was pierced through a bayonet, and he died there. Later, it came into Hongin government. Do not be confused with the name and the name of the government. One was Hongin, and the other one, the government was Hongkin. Hongkin means stop the plain people, shun the plain people. That government came in to be very popular. And our people, I want to be blunt also. We were minding our own business, the eastern areas. Those days, nobody could invade us. The British government tried once. They had a small battle just below Dinsang town, just nearby Dinsang village. And they retreated. And we were called a freeland, unadministered area under NEFA. We knew nothing about all these struggles during that time. But all of a sudden, our fellow brothers came to our land. And to be very honest, our people were very loyal, very innocent. We knew nothing about this. But a fellow Naga coming to our land, we had to protect him. We started to take his side. And that's how our schools were burned down. That's how our churches were burned down. That's how my entire village was ransacked, and we had to stay in jungle for 2 years without coming back to village. So many people died there, and we had to stay like that. So that's how the Naga solution, that's how the fight for Naga cause started in our area. And I don't know whether you are aware of this, but is that Fizo, he was a citizen of my village in the later part, and his name was Ngagu Somba. He was named as Ngagu Somba Chang, not Chang, Ngagu Somba. So that was the kind of sacrifices that we have also do. Today, I look at people. I go everywhere to the boundary of Burma. I have visited so many districts, so many places, and so many programs. I want to challenge all of us with this one word, the sense of belongingness. If you go to my village where there is no road, my village, I come from a village, I reside near, I come from Burma boundary. There is no network there. If you ask one of the villagers, what do you want right now? They will say, give a network here, Ani Divina. Please bring internet for us so that we can also watch YouTube, so that we can also talk to families, so that we can also talk to friends who are away from village. If you go to someone with no roads and ask.
But as we gather here, we must ask ourselves, where do we truly place this phrase in our lives if unity remains outreach? Kuknalim, our battle cry, is a symbol of courage, honor, and resilience. But where do we truly place its meaning when our unity remains fractured? Kuknalim, the Naga solution, Naga sovereignty, and our unique history. None of this can be realized unless we, the Naga people, stand united as one. The division within the Naga family did not arise overnight. They began at the smallest levels, clan against clan, tribe against tribe, and have now extended across regions, east, west, north, and south. And where did it all begin? With you and me, with jealousy and distrust. Thousands of Nagas' lives have laid down for our ghost. We did not bring them back. We cannot bring them back, nor can we repay their sacrifice with material wealth that we have today. But we can honor their spirit by standing together in unity as oneness. We must not let their sacrifices go in vain. The Naga's freedom movement must not fade into history as a fragmented struggle. We must work tirelessly to restore our broad and courageous legacy. The entire Naga nation stood together in the past, and we can stand together again. Enough is enough. It is time to put an end to factionalism, the constant formation of new organizations in an already fragmented society. It only deepens our divisions. Unification is the need of the hour. Let me also talk a little bit about the Eastern Nagas. Since today we have got two Eastern Nagas, why not we consider our former speaker, Chingmak Chang, as a Middle East Naga. I will be speaking on behalf of the Nagas, Myanmar occupied Nagaland. If you are not aware, we have 7 major tribes out there in Eastern Nagaland, namely Tangsang Naga, Kongyak Naga, Lainung Naga, Khemnyon Naga, Mukury Naga, Bara Naga, Tangkhul Naga, and then there are many sub-tribes coming out on the process of recognition. The Eastern Nagas and our land must never be left out of any Naga discussions, agreements, or aspirations. We have been a part of the Naga freedom movement from the very beginning, in faith, in action, and in history. But let not these agreements and dialogues be half-hearted or driven by short-term benefits. Let us all take our time, but ensure that our struggle remains strong, complete, and unwavering. The Eastern Nagas are your people, and our land is your land. Never forget us under any circumstance. We know that every Naga loves us and support us, but very few show it through action. We, the Eastern Nagas, are struggling daily for survival. We have no schools, no roads, no healthcare. Meanwhile, in the West, the focus is on better facilities, development, education, and technology. The reality in Indian-occupied Nagaland is a pursuit of comfort and modernity. But in the East, we fight for the bare minimum.